Hello. Well, this is it. It's here. It's arrived. The moment of truth. It is upon us. Or it will be if I get on with it. It's the grand final of Only Connect. The trophy is waiting. So if you enjoy a nice gentle quiz with questions like a stitch in time saves how many? Look away now. Our two final teams have finessed their way around every obstacle we've placed in their path, making triumphant connections between clues which appear stubbornly unlinked. But will they be able to do it with our vicious final questions? Or are we about to enjoy half an hour of awkward, baffled silence? Let's hope they'll be able to say hello at least. Our finalists are the Crossworders and the Lap Psychologists. Let's meet the captain of the Crossworders.
I'm David Stainer. I'm a solicitor from London. And this is Mark.
I'm Mark Grant. I'm an accountant originally from Sydney, Australia, now living in London.
And this is Ian.
I'm Ian Bailey. I'm a university lecturer from Oxford.
David, how have you prepared for this important final? Was it a quiet night in yesterday? Lots of sleep?
No, I found myself doing a pub quiz on my own, rather sadly, in Cardiff. It was great fun, and I managed to win, so it was quite pleasing, and hopefully some good preparation for today.
We'll soon find out. Let's go over and meet the captain of your opponents tonight, the Lap Psychologists.
I'm Jack Whaley-Cohen. I'm from Chiswick in London and I run a translation company. This is Matthew.
Hello, I'm Matthew Stevens. I'm an events manager and I live in South London.
And this is Richard.
I'm Richard McDougall. I'm an investment manager from Chiswick in West London.
Now, when we're talking about preparation, I was very impressed to hear that you were playing the theme from Knight Rider in your dressing room. You find that a particularly rousing track?
That wasn't the only theme we were playing. We were playing the theme from Gremlins and from Kill Bill as well. Quite good psyching up music.
Pumps us up.
It's appropriate to psych ourselves up for this thing.
Let's hope there are no gremlins for you in the quiz. Let's play round one. This is where the teams have to tell me the connections between 4 clues, although if they don't need to see all 4 clues, they'll get more points. 5, 3, 2 and 1 points available, depending on how many clues the teams need before they can give me the correct answer. Crossworders, you won the toss. You are first in to bat. Please select a Greek letter.
Could we have Alpha, please?
Yes, you could. Your first clue is coming up. Your time starts now.
Batman, are they Batman films going back? Batman Begins?
Yeah.
Should we go for another one? Next, please. No.
Yeah.
Life begins at 40, but that doesn't. Yes, they're in alphabetical order of letters. Begins and 40. BEGINS goes through the alphabet. FORTY.
OK.
Yeah. They're words, the component letters of which are in alphabetical order.
Kicking off with an immediate 3 points. If you'd seen the other clues, they would have been almost and chintz, words in which the letters arrive in alphabetical order. Well done to you. Over to the Lap Psychologists to pick a letter.
Epsilon, please.
Epsilon, first clue coming up. Time starts now.
Green bread pops, the meaning thing.
No, doesn't mean.
No, next, please. Purple.
It could be modern art or something like that.
Do the mill ringing. Next, please. Measurement of the Earth is all done by some person.
It was Greek. It was Greeks first. I don't know what pebble is though.
No, should I have a look? Next.
All things done by Pythagoras.
10 seconds.
I don't know what pebble is.
What are their names? Is there something about the words like measurement of Earth? Is
5 seconds.
Navigation.
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
That is not the answer I'm looking for, so there's a possible bonus available to the Crossworders.
We think they're all the derivations of names of branches of mathematics, so pebbles, calculus, triangle measurement, trigonometry, geometry measurement of the Earth. Can't immediately think what reunion of broken parts is, but...
Can you not?
Analysis or synthesis?
Something like synthesis, maybe.
You should be ashamed of yourselves for this weak display. Reunion of broken parts, algebra. But you get the point. Very well done, Crossworders. And your own turn to pick a Greek letter.
Could we have Beta, please?
Beta, I'm going to tell you that this will be a music question. You don't look happy about that. You're going to hear the clues. Good luck. First clue coming, and your time starts now.
Should we go for the next one? Next, please. Next, please.
Also, can. Things set in hill. Things associated with hill.
Yeah. You sure they're not things that end in another composer, often Bach, Monteverdi, Verdi?
Could it be anything to do with...
No. Next, please.
No, this is Gluck.
5 seconds.
Orpheus.
Okay, sorry. Orpheus.
What do you think you heard?
I'm no classical music expert, but I think
One was Monteverdi's Orpheus. The last one was, third one was Orpheus in Underworld. The fourth one was Gluck's Orpheus and Eurydice.
Absolutely right. And the first piece was Liszt's Orpheus. Very well done. Another point to you. Psychologists?
Gamma, please.
Time to start catching up. Could Gamma be the way forward? I can tell you it's going to be a picture round. First picture coming up. Time starts now.
George V.
Okay, next, please.
It's Francois Mitterrand.
Is it?
What could the link be?
People who've died of cancer. Francois Mitterrand was president of France.
They didn't die on the same day or something?
Have a look at that. Next, please.
Sorry, you know what I mean.
Garibaldi goes cancer.
Garibaldi, Mitterrand.
Next.
10 seconds.
Anything to do with 1969?
France. That was Edward D. No.
Yeah, just say.
I think Entente Cordiale.
Not the connection I'm looking for. Crossworders, chance of a bonus.
Here we go. Anglo-French.
I can't let you debate.
Things that have contributed to the Anglo-French. You think things created by an English and French partnership or pairing. It's a guess.
It certainly is. You think that's what resulted in the Garibaldi biscuit?
It could well have been. There was Gary from
Mr.
the
Gary and
England
Mr.
and
Baldy.
Baldy from.
Yeah,
Yes.
can't remember which way round, obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Michel Roux and Gary Rhodes. Together they made that great biscuit.
yes, indeed. Yeah.
No, these are all stations on the Paris Metro. Georges V was actually named after our own King George V. Francois Mitterrand, Garibaldi and Concorde. Stations on the Metro. Crossworders, pick a letter.
Can we have Zeta, please?
Zeta, your first clue is coming up. Time starts now.
Yeah. Next, please. Well,
That's named after somebody, rather than the abstract concept.
it's a curse as well. Should we get the next one? Next, please. Glenn Miller's trombone. Are they things that
Don't know what were lost or cursed.
Did he give
or
it a
something?
name or something? Maybe it is cursed. I don't know. Is
yeah.
Shetland cursed? Should we get the next one?
Yeah.
Next, please. But the third.
Isn't it gone lost in the river or something?
Shetland was given as part of a dowry, but I don't think were the other ones, maybe?
No.
You've got 5 seconds.
Things lost in water.
Okay. Things lost in water.
That is not the answer I'm looking for. So, psychologists,
I don't have to but I think given to the UK.
that is not the answer either. These are all things which have been pawned. Shetland was pawned by King Christian I of Denmark to pay his daughter's dowry. Do you know why the Hope Diamond was pawned?
I don't know.
No, it was to pay the ransom for the kidnapped Lindbergh baby. Glenn Miller's trombone pawned many times because he was an impoverished musician, and Edward III's crown pawned to pay for the war with France. Money well spent. So, psychologists.
Delta.
Delta is the final one in this round. First clue coming up. Time starts now.
I don't know.
Never heard of
Okay, next, please.
It's the blessed things with salt.
That could be it. Salt. I don't know why the first one would be, but salt, I think, because they do throw salt out at the beginning.
Next.
Okay, go on.
Next.
PG Woodhouse is where Bertie Wooster goes in.
But this,
What does he do there?
They throw food around. They have food fights in the Jones
Okay,
Fight.
throw
Somewhere where you throw food
around.
around.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay, we're going for things involved with throwing foodstuffs around.
You would throw foodstuffs around the Omanasanji temple? Heathens! I'm going to throw it over for a bonus. And crossworders, you can see the final clue. Mount Athos. Do you want to have a guess?
Places where only men are allowed. Yeah. Okay. With places only men are allowed.
They are places where females are banned. Women not allowed in the Omanasanji temple, in a sumo ring, in Bertie Wooster's club, the Drones Club. Mount Athos, no women. They'd only want to tidy it up and put curtains up. So at the end of round 1, the crossworders have got 6 points, but the lap psychologists have got no points. In round 2, the teams still have to work out the connections, but it's not good enough just to tell me what those connections are. I want to know what's fourth in the sequence. They will see a maximum of 3 clues, 5, 3 and 2 points available according to how many clues they need before telling me what would come fourth. So, crossworders, pick a Greek letter.
Could we have Zeta, please?
You could. The first in a sequence is coming up. What's fourth? Time starts now.
Should we...
6.
I don't know. Should we... The next one, please. Right, well, the last one's going to be number 9. Are they Enigma variations or something like that?
Yes. So Nimrod.
Yeah, okay. 9, Nimrod.
Why are you giving me that answer?
We think they're the names of the various Enigma variations moving on from 6 through to number 9.
What do you think number 8 would be?
I'm not sure, but...
I certainly can't remember. I know number 1 and number 14, but that's no use.
Yeah.
That's no use. Number 8 would have been WN, but number 9 is Nimrod. So you get 3 points. Well done. Names of the Enigma variations, which are tributes or hints towards various friends of Elgar's. That's why they have those titles. Psychologists, pick a letter.
Epsilon, please.
Epsilon, first in a sequence coming up. What's fourth? Time starts now.
It's a star. It's near. But it could be. It's not going to be blur. But they go for
next, please.
It's probably in terms of brightness. So the top one's going to be Sirius, or the top one, I think.
Should we take next, or should we go for it?
We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Centauri in terms of nearness to Earth.
Yeah. Okay, next, please.
Oh, shit. There's Proxima Centauri, isn't there? Proxima Centauri.
I'm going to go for Proxima Centauri.
I cannot accept that answer, so I'm going to go over to the crossworders for a possible bonus.
Brightness rather than distance.
So sort of actual brightness.
That's enough debate.
Sorry, we think it's the sun. We think probably increasing order of, I'm not sure how you'd phrase it, but perceived brightness from Earth, the sun being the brightest.
That is absolutely right. You were thinking along the right lines there, psychologist, but the brightest star, if you were looking from Earth, you would see to be the sun. So bonus point to the crossworders. Pick a letter.
A Gamma, please.
Gamma, first in a sequence coming up. What's fourth? Time starts now.
Moving on. Yeah. Move on, please.
They didn't actually rain, maybe?
Right, don't forget it's an order. It's an order.
Oh,
should we get the next one? Or?
Yeah, okay.
Next, please.
Henry the Ninth.
Any Portuguese or something?
No,
Well, there was a Henry
they
IX
all
of
read
France.
English.
But
There was a Henry IX. No, but they all read English. So Charles III, Henry V.
Do you think it's sort of the next monarchs of each of those?
Oh,
names?
it's James III?
No, it's the order of succession, isn't it?
And
yeah. So what's next after that?
It's Andrew after that.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Andrew would be
the first.
3 seconds.
Andrew the First.
Why?
We think that it's the order of succession, assuming that each of the current order of succession would take their actual full names as being their regular names. So Prince Charles, Charles III, Prince William, William V, moving on to Prince Andrew, who would be Andrew I.
I am actually hearing sighs of frustration from your opponents, who obviously know that is the right answer, so you get 2 points. Yes, that is assuming that the next 4 people in line to the throne took the throne and used their actual names. Some say that Prince Charles won't because Charles I and II were so unlucky. Psychologists, pick a letter.
Beta, please.
Beta, first in a sequence coming up. What's fourth? Time starts now.
David, no. Next, please. BC. P.
I recognise that, but I don't know where it's from. I have no idea.
Next, please.
Is it Scrabble into words?
Oh, yes, that's one. Okay.
What's worth 5? It's K and...
Just K. Yeah.
Is it just K? Yeah.
K equals 5.
Why do you say that?
It's the number of points available for letters in British Scrabble.
That's absolutely right. D and G are worth 2, necklace worth 3, 4, and K is the only Scrabble tile worth 5 points. Or to you, it's worth 2 points. You're finally off the starting blocks. Well done. Crossworders, pick a letter.
Delta, please.
Delta, first in a sequence coming up. Time starts now.
For third term, was it? Was in 2001, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Should we? Next, please.
That was in 2006.
Should we get the next one? Next,
It was
please.
in 2006. Was in 2007.
But is it all in 1 month?
Maybe it's on the days in each year, so May the...
Okay, so
You know,
May,
I don't-
May the
This is
5th it was. 06677,
Oh,
888, which is Beijing
yeah,
Olympic
9th of
starts.
September
No,
2000.
no, 888 is the
Oh,
next
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Right.
Very good. Very
Olympics
good.
start.
The Beijing Olympics start.
Please explain your answer.
We think there things that happened on the 5th of the 5th, 2005, the 6th of the 6th, 2006, the 7th of the 7th, 2007, and then we're looking for something that happened on the 8th of the 8th, 2008. So the Beijing Olympics started, probably some other things as well.
The Beijing Olympics began on 888 at 8 p.m. Brilliant answer. They are things that happened on the dates 555, 666, 777 and 888. Psychologists.
Alpha, please.
Alpha is the last one, and as you can probably guess, it's going to be the picture round. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Time starts now.
Looks a bit like Anthony Head, but it's not.
Next.
Shirley Bassey. It's Matt Monro. It's people who've recorded James Bond themes.
Okay, so
Matt Monro did From Russia with Love. Shirley Bassey did Goldfinger. I think it's Louis Armstrong for On Emergency Secret Service.
Is the next one?
Is that the third one?
No, I don't. There's another
So
Sean
you
Connery
think?
one. and
So
I-
you think that's the answer?
yeah, it's a guess. That's a
Okay,
guess.
go for it.
If we got the next one, would it help you? We've got 10 seconds.
Is the next one going to help you?
10 seconds.
No, it's not.
No, so you
not
want to go to
particularly.
Louis Armstrong? Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong.
Not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go over to the crossworders. I will show you what comes third in the sequence. What's fourth?
We think Nancy Sinatra.
Why do you think that?
We think they're the singers of Bond theme tunes from Russia with Love onwards. So I'm going up, we
Goldfinger,
think-
Thunderball, Then You Only Live Twice.
You're absolutely right, sung by Nancy Sinatra for a bonus point. So, looking at the scores at the end of round 2, the lap psychologists have got 2 points and the crossworders have got 15 points. In round 3, the teams face the connecting wall. They are presented with 16 clues, which I want them to separate into 4 connected groups of 4. Points for the groups you can identify, points for the connections, and I can give you 1 extra clue in advance for the final. The connecting walls are not easy. Lap psychologists, you get to go first this time, so please choose wall alpha or beta.
Alpha, please.
Your alpha wall is coming up. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve it. Good luck. Time starts now.
Right.
Oh, good.
So
So we've got-
QVC were a punk
And
band.
TV channels,
TV
ABC, NBC,
So pop
QVC,
groups. Sorry.
Yeah,
Could be ABC,
ABC's
XTC.
bands.
Radio.
LBJ, GWB, US presidents,
Yeah.
Lyndon Baines Johnson, George W.
That's a
Bush.
nice idea. Then the other,
I think
FDR as well.
FDR is as well.
And I think QVC.
Harry S.
SVQ,
Truman as well.
Harry S. Truman, very good.
Or that could be History Channel.
Can we have a go at the US presidents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a group.
Okay. XTC, TLC, ABC,
ABC.
are all pop groups.
EMF as well is as well.
EMF as well, yeah.
Then we've got TV channels as well.
I
With
think we've got TV
NBC,
channels.
QVC, TNT.
what ones do we know? Education, NBA, NVQ,
Oh, that's very good.
SVQ.
Q.
What's TNT again?
TNT is it's the
That's
movie
a
channel.
television channel.
RAI is a Spanish or an Irish TV channel. I don't know.
Okay, that's quite nice.
Should we go for pop groups first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be able to sort out the other ones.
XTC, TLC, EMF.
Okay.
That's a group. Now, with 2 groups left, it's 3 strikes in
so
a
let's
round.
have a look. We've got TV channels, QVC, NVQ, NBC, RAI.
TNT.
TNT.
Needs to be
Yeah.
education. Yeah, HNC, SVQ, NBC. I think we've got it.
Yeah, go on.
Shall I go for it?
Go for the education. That's it.
You've solved the wall! Fantastic! Our gruesome final wall, letters only, you've solved with time to spare. So that's 4 points. And bonus points, of course, if you can tell me the connection. So, the first row, HST, FDR, GWB, LBJ.
US presidents, Harry S. Truman, Roosevelt, George W. Bush, Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Absolutely right. What does the W stand for? George W. Bush?
Walker.
Walker Bush.
Walker. And in Harry S. Truman?
Nope.
Nothing.
It stands for nothing. Both Harry Truman's grandfathers had names that began with S, so his diplomatic mother just gave them the S, never mind the rest. Not to offend anybody, so a bonus point there. ABC, XTC, EMF, TLC.
They're all pop groups.
Pop groups, ABC, lovely Martin Fry, XTC, sort of alternative pop band, rock band, EMF and TLC. Another bonus point. HNC, SVQ, MBA, NVQ.
They're all educational qualifications.
Yeah, levels of education.
Exactly, High National Certificate, and so on, qualifications that students can get. And the last group,
TV
NBC, RAI, QVC, TNT, are TV channels. 4 points for the groups you identified, 4 bonus points for the connections, an extra bonus 2 points for getting it all right. You could have turned things around with a maximum of 10 points. Well done. So, maybe life won't be so easy for the crossworders. Let's bring them in to face their own grid. There are going to be 16 fresh clues. You will have to separate them into 4 perfect connected groups of 4. You've got 2.5 minutes to do it, and you'll be getting the beta wall because the alpha was already taken. Good luck, and your time starts now.
Okay, dates of something.
So have we got perfect numbers?
Yeah.
So should we take them out? 6, 28, 8128, 496.
Okay, names of
That's a group.
Okay, so names of
8.5.
7, although albeit 1984,
Yes,
Was it
2010.
Yes.
Should we take them
Yes,
out?
yeah. Yes.
That's a group with 2 groups remaining. It's 3 strikes
that's
and you're
Kelvin.
out.
Yeah, and that must be it's absolute
could be
zero
fine.
in different things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
no, it's 0 degrees in different things, isn't it? Centigrade. No, yeah, that and that. They're 27315
Yes,
Kelvin, 32
freezing
Fahrenheit,
point, in other
0
words.
Celsius, 49167.
Yeah, freezing point in Celsius, in Kelvin, in Fahrenheit.
Weymouth?
In
Doesn't matter. We don't need to know that, do we?
in Fahrenheit. and something
What
else.
links the other things?
That's
180, 21, 300, 147. Okay, so 147's got a snooker.
maximum scores.
Yes, yeah. Bowling.
21
21,
some card
blackjack
game.
or something like that. Yeah, okay. All right, should we go with it?
Yeah.
Yes, just go wrong. Yes.
You've solved the wall. Some would say that was an unsolvable wall, others that it was an insoluble wall. It'll be a question of grammatical debate, but you knocked it off with just half the time remaining. Incredible stuff. 4 points there. Let's go through, see if you can get some bonuses. The first group, 6, 28, 496, 8128.
They're the first 4 perfect numbers, i.e. they are equal to the sum of their factors.
Yeah.
Except for the number itself.
Except for the
Perfect
numbers,
numbers.
indeed.
That's a bonus point. Next group, 7, 8.5, 19842010.
They're film titles.
I didn't throw you off the scent by saying the digits like that, did I? They are film titles. 7, the Brad Pitt horror film. 8.5 by
Fellini.
1984. The Orwell, of course. And do you know what 2010 is?
The
Follow-up to
follow-up to
2001,
2001: A Space Odyssey.
It's the sequel to that, exactly. Another bonus point. The next group, 0, 32, 273.15, 491.67.
That's freezing point in 4 different scales. It's freezing point in Celsius, in Fahrenheit, in Kelvin, and in, I can't remember what the other one's called. Rankine, maybe?
Or Rankine, yeah, maybe it is Rankine.
Rankine Imperial Kelvin. The freezing point of what, precisely?
Of water.
Copper?
Of water.
Of water. I'll give you the bonus point. And the last group, 21, 147, 180, 300.
We think they're the maximum scores in various sports and games. 147 snooker, 180 darts,
300 bowling,
300 bowling, 21 sort of blackjack or
maybe
backgammon.
card game, or maybe
Ponzi.
something like badminton. Maybe you need to get up to.
Isn't that best of 21? Maybe it is.
You're
best of
all right.
21.
21 is the top score in blackjack. Also in table tennis, actually, I think,
okay.
21. But
right.
the fact is,
Okay.
top scores in games is enough. So, incredibly, 4 points for the groups, 4 points for the connections, 2 bonus points for getting them all right. That's a maximum of 10 points.
Excellent.
I think I need to go back to school. Let's see how that leaves the overall scores at the end of round 3. The lap psychologists have got 12 points, but the crossworders have got 25 points. Nevertheless, the fate of the trophy still hangs in the balance because in round 4, dozens of points are available. It's the missing vowels round. We have groups of 4 connected clues. They're all well-known names or phrases from which we've removed the vowels and then respaced the consonants. The teams have to tell me what those names and phrases would be if their vowels were put back in. 1 point for each one you correctly buzz in and tell me. You will be docked a point if you give an incorrect answer, and I'll throw it over for a bonus. So beware. Fingers on buzzers. I can tell you that the first group are all going to be equestrian terms, starting now. Crossworders.
Capriole.
1 point. Crossworders.
Puissance.
1 point. Too long, it's haute école. Next clue. Psychologists.
Pirouette.
1 point. The next group are all computer pioneers. Crossworders.
George Ball.
1 point, just in time. Crossworders.
Ada Lovelace.
1 point. Crossworders.
Linus Torvalds.
1 point. Psychologists?
Paul Allen.
That's correct, 1 point. Next group, all quotations from Lord Byron. You don't know it. The weak alone repent. Next clue. Psychologists.
The many must. Oh no, must
I'm
liberate
going to
from
have
the.
to dock you a point.
sorry.
Crossword as a bonus. Too long. The many still must labour for the one. Next clue. Poetry not a strong point, with just enough of learning to misquote. Next clue. Crossworders.
She walks in.
I'm taking a point away. Psychologists.
She will go marrying.
I'm afraid not. I would have thought that was the easy one. So we'll go no more a roving. Next category, map projections. Psychologists.
Mercator.
1 point. Crossworders.
Sinusoidal.
1 point. Crossworders.
Azimuthal.
1 point. Crossworders.
Orthographic.
1 point. Next group, poems by Yeats. Crossworders. Oh, but you're out of time. You were probably going to say sailing to Byzantium. As it is, we are done. Looking at the final scores then, the lap psychologists have got a very creditable 14 points, but the winners and only Connect champions with 32 points are the crossworders. Many congratulations, crossworders. Brilliant performance throughout the competition. The lovely trophy is yours to take home, where you will be carried on sedan chairs and crowned with laurels. Psychologists, you're on the train, unable to get a seat, buffet shut, cushioned only by wistful thoughts of what might have been. Too cruel? You should see how I treat my mother. Goodbye.